and welcome to Starfield. This is episode 2. Last time we did our character creation and introduction, and here we find ourselves on a new moon. So we have touched a spooky artifact, seen a vision, and we are the chosen one to go out into the stars now, because we're only the second person to see things with this potential artifact. So Barrett's given us a ship. We've got Vasco, our robot here, our droid.
The scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
And we are heading to an abandoned research facility because we got to deal with pirates, baby. So I think I'm being followed. I think I got my droid companion. Let's run out into the field. What are these? This one is dead? Or just not moving. There you go. It is but frozen in time. There you go. I don't know what it is. It doesn't identify because I think, hang on, I target with E? No. I want to know the name of this creature. I guess I'll have to kill it to find out. I'm sorry, little guy. You are called a trilobite. And I've got some nutrients from you. Ew, oh, it's got suckers. Disgusting. Does this one even exist? It does exist. It's real, guys. We're not hallucinating double the bugs. There you go. But we had a lovely time. Oh, look at this low gravity. We had a lovely time with this game in the first episode. We got a brief taste of things. We got a brief taste. Hopefully the game is going to continue to run well, look nice, all of that kind of jazz. I'm playing on PC. I'm playing Xbox Game Pass PC version, and I have everything on ultra settings. So hopefully that should be all right. We'll just have to tweak it as we go. But for me, at least, gameplay is super smooth and it looks very crisp and gorgeous. So I'm not having any performance issues on Ultra, which is nice. And I did mention in the only thing I had to do, which isn't a problem of this game, it's just my computer, is this game wants your GPU and it wants all of it. And my Elgato webcam is the one I usually use. I upgraded to it. It's just like nicer movement and everything. It's just a nicer webcam, better quality. But it uses a bit of the GPU, and Starfield is like, move over, and it just pushes my GPU to max.
Be careful, Captain.
Oh my god.
Creatures are often unpredictable.
Oh, this is how we can identify what things are called with the scanner. It's a Kreet stalker. And my webcam was just lagging, so I'd be like a robot, like trying to move. So that happens in another game that I'm playing at the moment. So again, it's not a problem for this game. It's just my PC fighting for resources. So I've gone back to my older webcam, and it's fine. Like, I'd rather have a webcam than no webcam. So right now everything seems pretty good. Violence imminent. We got a Kreet stalker. Oh, look at this. Vasco's got a goddamn laser.
I am no longer detecting signs of life from the enemy.
The music is really nice so far. I'm loving the music. So here you have your giant enemy crab. If you've played Fallout before, you have defeated a Mirelurk, and if you have played Skyrim before, or Elder Scrolls, you have defeated a mud crab. Are they just called mud crabs in Elder Scrolls? Guys, look, resources. I've got iron. Loving the actual little low gravity there. Alright, let's go to the research facility. Let's see what we can find.
The Crimson Fleet is a confederation of smaller, independent pirate crews, all flying under the same banner. They are typically unscrupulous and violent.
Okay, all flying under the same banner. Let's go say hello. What is 800 meters away? Unknown. Why am I... Oh, I'm stuck in a permanent walk. Oh, there we go. I pressed caps lock. Caps lock limits you to a walk if you want to be cinematic about it. Just gotta scan the outside of a facility, you know, before you dive in.
Curious, these are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Reminder, run. Bad people, bad jokes too. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh? What's a chicken? Knock knock, who's there? Planet. Planet who? If I throw a party, will you help me plan it? Ecliptic mercenary says to a woman, I've been hired to kill you and I always get the job done. Woman says, can't we talk about this, son? How do you keep an idiot in suspense? How do you get a Freestar Collective hick out of a tree? Wave. Lewis Lupper's Bad People Bad Jokes Volume 2 is the follow-up to his original work, and just like its predecessor, has become a cult hit. Star-locked board game and Solar Frontiers game from ages 10 to 100, the ultimate race to claim your home in space. Do I get to play that on my ship with my companions, or is it just for show? I like that you get to, like, this is the good part about all the detail in the items in the world, is we're able to, like, just investigate this shit. Scholar Sisters. It's cool that we're able to properly investigate these things. 1 to 2 hours. Can you settle the settled systems? The gravity paradigm. Truth is, what our scientists didn't know back then could fill volumes. The focus, of course, was on wormholes, and not only cheating, but maintaining a stable and sustainable Einstein-Rosen bridge. That was the goal, the end point. No one had even considered that maybe that was just the beginning. When we look at grav drive technology today, and the ease at which we fold space and travel light years in seconds, it's sometimes easy to forget the impossibility of what we've achieved. Dr. Josephine Inatu's seminal work continues for another 535 pages, and has become the most highly respected text on grav drives and grav jumping ever written. Gold pyramid sculpture. I'm picking up cool stuff for my house. I'm gonna decorate my room with like a little pyramid and a sand thing. And books. Omega, The Last Days. We got a lot of books. Similar to like, Fallout's, you get your terminals, and then Elder Scrolls, you've got like books that you can actually read. The Lusty Argonian Maid, is a classic hit. And we've got books in Starfield as well for that world building. Omega, The Last Days. The following is the opening of Camille Flammarion's 1894 work, Omega, The Last Days of the World, in which a comet is set to collide with the Earth in the 25th century, and people must come to terms with the end of the world and what that actually means. Is this a real book, 1894, or is this fictional 1894? Because I haven't heard of this before. Omega, The Last Days of the World. It's a real book, and that's a real author. I just haven't heard of this book before. Because it's set in, like, I guess this isn't a fictional fantasy universe. It's like a look into our potential future of being around the stars, you know what I mean? So it's definitely set within the bounds of our reality. But it's true. There's a book, Omega, The Last Days of the World. We're reading a real-life book. We get a free chapter. Chapter 1. The magnificent marble bridge which unites the Rue de Rennes with the Rue de Louvre, in which, lined with the statues of celebrated scientists and philosophers, emphasizes the monumental avenue leading to a new portico of the Institute, which was absolutely black with people. A heaving crowd surged rather than walked along the quays, flowing out from every street and pressing toward the portico. I'm struggling to read, actually. I need to put on my reading glasses. Hold on a sec. Alright, there we go. Now I should be better. Long before invaded by a tumultuous throng, never in that barbarous age preceding the Constitution of the United States of Europe, when might was greater than right, when military despotism ruled the world and foolish humanity quivered in the relentless grasp of war, never before in the stormy period of a great revolution, or in those feverish days which accompanied a declaration of war, had the approaches of the House of the People's Representatives or the Place de la Concorde presented such a spectacle. It was no longer the case of a band of fanatics rallied about a flag, marching to some conquest of the sword, and followed by a throng of the curious and the idle, eager to see what would happen, but of the entire population, anxious, agitated, terrified, composed of every class of society without distinction, hanging upon the decision of an oracle, waiting feverishly the result of the calculations which a celebrated astronomer was to announce that very Monday, at 3 o'clock, in the session of the Academy of Sciences. Amid the flux of politics and society, the Institute survived, maintaining still in Europe its supremacy in science, literature, and art. The center of civilization, however, had moved westward, and the focus of progress shone on the shores of Lake Michigan in North America. Does that read like it was written in the 1800s? Because I was struggling to follow some of that. That was before they invented run-on sentences and how to avoid them. Here's a cube. Empty chunks packaging. Someone's been eaten. I don't think... I think we got empty notebooks. Yeah, they're just empty. I don't know if we'll read everything, like every book that we come across. I think we'll read the game's text logs that are found, and we'll listen to the audio diaries, but we'll have to play it by ear. We'll see how we go. I really enjoy reading things and absorbing the world that is being presented to us and capturing all of that. But we'll see how we go. You can never really tell, especially if it's going to be like real life 1800 books on the end of the world. You know, we'll have to see how that goes. This place is mighty quiet. Too quiet. Red Rover, Come Over. An excerpt from Lyubov Song's novel Red Rover, Come Over. An alternate history where autonomous robotic rovers gained sentience, replicated, and colonized Mars before human could form colonies. This is cool because I think we're getting like... I wonder Bethesda would have gone through a lot of like old real sci-fi or space novels or even like actual scientific texts and then like have like scattered that throughout the game, which is pretty cool. So perhaps what we could do is we can collect these books even and like put them in a library on our ship or something, and then we can have a read through like later on. That could be a fun idea. We'll like collect the books that we find and have a bit of a read, but I think we'll just start collecting the books, but we'll make sure that we read the and listen to the actual in-game stuff. What is that? Heat leech. What are you doing around here, bud? Everything's so fascinating right now. Scan it. Won't let me scan it. I guess it's already scanned. Look at this thing. Oh, look at its mouth. Oh. Ew. Okay, that's a heat leech. guess we'll go up here. Yeah, very, very quiet. Where is everybody? Hello? Workplace safety is everyone's job. Cool sculpture. That's mine. I'm just forward thinking, you know? I'm gonna need to build my room on my spaceship eventually, right? And I need cool things. Caffeine. My life, chunk by chunk. I was very young, only 7 years old, when I realized humans are animals. Smart animals, sure, but still animals. You give us food, we'll eat it. We want it to taste good, and we want it to stop our hunger. Those two things, that's what's most important. After that, sure. Some people want their food to be really healthy, as the experts say, and some want it to be pretty. But most people, they just want to cram something into their face. And that's when the concept of chunks was born. So begins the 120-page autobiography of Fred Blombart, founder of the Chunks food franchise. Okay, so there's a mixture of like, there's going to be ones for the game and real life books, I guess. That's where Chunks came from. If they're short like that, we can definitely spare the time to read it. A crimping tool. Get crimping. Can I talk to you about this place?
Captain, we should continue.
No, I'm not, but you are facing a wall. Biohazard. Oh, we have a dead person. We have a scientist with milk. He needs some milk. Sushi rolls. Oh my god. Are they rendered? Are they rendered sushi rolls? They are. They're in packaging. Oishi Sushi Nori. Look! Rendered sushi in a container. That's so cool. Okay, this game's making me hungry now. Congratulations, game. You're making me hungry. Talking about chunks. Probably not the hungriest thing, but then... Talking about sushi? History of xenobiology. The first several chapters of Lars Nilsson's work seems to focus primarily on the digestive systems of alien herbivores. The dissection of Dr. Lord's latest find revealed a creature that was just as she suspected, based on its outward appearance, an evolution of the microscopic hydrothermal worm. But her research also suggested a species that evolved in distinct stages, possibly growing significantly as it did. So the question now remains, which version of the creature did Dr. Lord dissect, and what maximum size could it possibly achieve? The subsequent passages deal with Nilsson's fascination with the predatory wildlife of some unnamed world. I picked up something unknown. I put my hand in the container and I picked it up. I think what's really interesting is because this game is like closer to Fallout than it is to Elder Scrolls, and I know it's still far away from both, but it triggers my Fallout brain, and when I play Fallout, and when I've played Fallout like growing up, I'm a big scavenger guy. I love looking in all this shit, right? I love being the wasteland scavenger, stealthing through buildings and just picking shit out of containers and going, I'm gonna take this back to my house. Like, I'm a total loot goblin in Fallout. I embody the scavenger wholeheartedly. So there are bits of that coming out right now, but I also need to focus on the fact that I'm also a cool scoundrel. So... Oh, here we go. It's 100 credits or I'll tell SysDef who gave me the code to the evidence lockup. We've got people. I'm assuming that are we having a chat with them or are we having a shootout with them? How is this gonna go, I wonder?
What the hell's going on here?
Got some water. Syntha meat, butcher's best animal protein blend. Anything that isn't fleet, it dies.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Alright, we will be killed. They will be looking to kill us. Chunks Employee Handbook. Soon after founding his breakout business Chunks, founder Fred Blombart personally wrote the 3-page employee handbook. The following is an excerpt from page 2. It's like that saying, the customer is always right. Here at Chunks, if we know anything, it's that the expression, the customer is always right, is always wrong. In this case, it's actually scientifically impossible for the customer to be right. They have no working knowledge of our state-of-the-art culinary facilities, and if they had the secret recipe to all our delicious Chunks flavors, then we'd all be out of a job, me included. So you get little bits and pieces. Chicken marsala plus Stella kebabs. It was nothing. Oh god. Crouch. Alright, here we go. They're suspicious. It's time. Quick, throw a foam cup at them.
I detect no suspicious activity in the area.
They won't know what hit them. Alright, it's about time to get into some combat, don't you think? Let's, I've been aching to see what more combat's gonna be like, actually. Because that first one was just a taste. Hey, everyone. Hey, through the door? How about that? Oh my god. How was that, boys? I'm gonna have to really sort through my inventory just to look at all the crap that I've picked up and throw it away. Yeah, combat feels nice, very smooth. Not a lot of like sort of recoil or reaction to the weapon. Ooh, let's take some playing cards. So you aim, you shoot, you will score. Vending machine, boom pop, drink your dreams. How much credits do I have? Can I afford a vending machine? I got 161 credits? That's so expensive. Holy crap. Screw you. The Pickwick Papers. The posthumous papers of the Pickwick Club, Chapter 1, The Pickwickians, the first ray of light which illumines the gloom and converts into a dazzling brilliancy that obscurity in which the earlier history of the public career of the immortal Pickwick would appear to be involved, is derived from the perusal of the following entry in the transactions of the Pickwick Club, which the editor of these papers feels the highest pleasure in laying before his readers as a proof of the careful attention, indefatigable assiduity, and nice discrimination with which his search among the multifarious documents confided to him has been conducted. Charles Dickens's first book about a man who establishes a society whose goal is to travel and research human life became a phenomenon that established the author as one of the best of his day. Good old Dickens. He do be reading, and he do be writing in his own way. Charles Dickens and his pickings. Hello? Stealth? What's that? Let's just barge in. Oh yes, I need that for my house. All of these goddamn corpo motivational posters. The Terramorph is loose. That sounds fun. Oh, good.
Oh man, that was the best.
Egmont, desk assistant.
Put something in a game until it kills you.
One more time.
I was wondering when the stuff was actually going to start happening in here, because I'm like, it's very quiet so far. Allow me to sit on this couch. Oh, yes. Cinematic sitting. There you go. What a good angle. Oh, cross leg as well. Get comfortable. This is such a terrible angle. Alright, I'm sitting here. I'm looking on my shelf. There we go. We've got the Pickwick Papers again. The Comet. This is a new one. There we go. I'm going to have to assemble my my library because we've got some repetitions already. Yeah, it's the same. The Comet and Frankenstein. Letter 1 to Miss Seville, England, St. Petersburg, December 11th, 17-. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster has accompanied the commencement of an enterprise which you have regarded with such evil forebodings. I arrived here yesterday, and my first task is to assure my dear sister of my welfare and increasing confidence in the success of my undertaking. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley's 1818 foundational science fiction work continues on, recounting the tale of Dr. Victor Frankenstein and his creation. Because remember, guys, it's Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. While W.E.B. Du Bois is famous as a writer, civil rights activist, and sociologist, among other things, it is not widely known that he also penned a science fiction short story. The following is an excerpt from The Comet, written in 1920. Low on the horizon lay a long white star mystic, wonderful, and from it fled upward to the pole, like some wan bridal veil, a pale, wide sheet of flame that lighted all the world and dimmed the stars. In fascinated silence, the man gazed at the heavens and dropped his rockets to the floor. Memories of memories stirred to life in the dead recesses of his mind. The shackles seemed to rattle and fall from his soul. Up from the crass and crushing and cringing of his caste leapt the lone majesty of kings long dead. He arose within the shadows, tall, straight, and stern, with power in his eyes and ghostly scepters hovering to his grasp. Did Bethesda take a whole bunch of like pieces from like real human literature as well to just kind of like fill out stuff in the world? I guess they didn't want to like write a whole bunch of stuff themselves. They're like, can we get some books? Let's get some books. I don't know the story. I'd be curious to see the sort of design choices there. There's a lot of Eggman's assistances in this place. I feel like they must come from here. Is this the source of the Edmonds? Levitating desk planet? Sure. I'll take it. Let's have a look at this computer. Aye. Starware operating system. Oh. New beginnings. 2306 Hayden Wynn, which we just heard Wynn's get eaten over on the comms there, so that was fun. I can't believe it! I got the posting! The United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division is now official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape they had to cut through at MAST, but it's long overdue, and I get to be a part of it from the ground up. My official title will be Associate Xenobiology Technician, and I ship out in 3 days. Amanda is upset, but I assured her I will have plenty of leave, and will be back in New Atlantis all the time. I'm still not sure where I'm going, definitely somewhere in United Colonies space. Guess I'll find out when I get there. So that's July 6, that's January 13, that's February 6. Okay, so it's in this order. Candidate 1. We got our first extraterrestrial candidate today, what appeared to be an alien form of Leucaug venusta, essentially a giant spider. I cannot pronounce scientific names at all. Mickelson, in full protective gear, attempted to attach the neural control interface. Our security detail is trying to remove him from the cocoon, and we had no choice but to put down the creature. A minor setback, none of us expected success on the first try. I heard Dr. Poulsen tell the others that a detachment of United Colonies Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature next Tuesday. And that, my friends, is Starfield saying, "Stop reading, you bastard," and my game just crashed. It just crashed so suddenly. It didn't even think. It just went, ah! So my game just crashed. Okay, we are back. Unfortunately, my game did not autosave until, like, my last autosave was at the beginning of this whole entire building. So that's on me. I forgot to quick save. So I just have to pick up everything that we picked up before. So I've had to go through and remember everything. And now we're in here, and we can read this terminal, except we are going to save before we read the terminal, just in case this is a potential repeat issue. We have no idea if it could be a problem with the terminal itself, so we'll see. Stress reduction procedure. Bang head here. Now this is a good one. There you go. Okay. Desktop sphere toy. I'll take that. Hope you reduced the stress. Ooh. Digipick. Alright, let's see what digipicks are like. We've got a new lockpicking system. Fill in all open slots in every layer to open the lock. Select a key and rotate it until it lines up with the gaps in the security layer. Okay, slot the key to fill the gaps. Each key can only be used once. Oh, I see. Okay. That's cool. This is a tutorial one. This one makes it very easy. This is a unique lockpick system. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. A lot of games try and do unique ways of doing lockpicking. Like, how can we do it outside of the standard lockpicking? That was cool. Credits and Synapse Alpha. Enhances reasoning and reflexes and improving problem-solving skills. Nice. And some credits. Legal tender encoded. Let's take stuff. Thank you. Look, we got credits now. I can afford to pay for that that thing now. That little vending machine. Gotta collect all the darts, guys. It's important. And a humidifier. You'll know. We'll need that when we set up our house. Red Harvest Rye. You know. I can sleep on beds. Classic. It's a neat little bedroom. Alright, let's read this terminal. Now, we will quick save. And let's have a look. Starware operating system. Now, we read this. And then we were in the middle of reading this. A minor setback. None of us expected success on the first try. I heard Dr. Paulson tell the others that a detachment of United Colonies is scheduled to deliver another creature. Ashta specimen. I'm not sure how they managed it, but the UC Marines actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not that the Ashta is a terrifying beast and natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities, and essential to the work we're doing here. It's that the Ashta is native to the planet Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Aquila, home to Aquila City, capital of the Freestar Collective. Leave it to a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard, though it does beg the question, have Freestar Collective scientists managed to weaponize their greatest natural predator? If so, our timetable just got accelerated. Any fears that our Freestar Collective counterparts have managed to weaponize the Ashta have been completely dispelled. After the Michelson debacle, we determined the NCI should only be attached under full sedation, so that wasn't an issue. The problem started immediately afterward. The Ashta proved incredibly resistant to synchronization, and we never achieved control fidelity, beyond 47%. Dr. Chin's arm was nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, the Ashta simply can't be controlled. If not by us, then certainly not by the Freestar Collective. Dr. Polston has been in touch with Colonel Kasarov. Looks like the Marines will have another species collected and dropped off by this time next week. New specimens. Marines dropped another few specimens off this morning, totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them? They're arthropods, the alien equivalent of Homarus gomarus. Homarus gomarus! Basically, giant space lobsters. Very promising giant space lobsters. I'm not entirely sure where the UC grunts found these particular test subjects, some godforsaken backwater rock. After the third or fourth unsuccessful trial, I stopped asking. None of those earlier species could be controlled with any reliability. As noted in my earlier logs, their natural aggressiveness made them effective weapons, but a bullet is less than useless if the gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. But these new creatures possess a perfect natural disposition, non-aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened. And when they do go on the attack, they're terrifying, so we'll see. Mind-controlling giant space lobsters! We're moving, packing up shop and transitioning the entire operation. It's happened so fast my head is spinning. The work on the arthropods has been so successful, or actually relocating to their homeworld, will have an unlimited supply of creatures for the Xeno Warfare Division. I've been named Senior Xenobiologist. That means I'll be running the entire facility. My first instinct was to tell Amanda. I'm still not used to her not being there. I'll give Mitchell some credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the masked brass know that it was my work turning the neural control interface that was instrumental in controlling the arthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. There you go. Lore on mind-controlling alien creatures. Alright, now we can proceed. Oh, this futuristic coffee machine. Chunks Choco, a chocolate-flavored Chunks food cube. I'm really struggling to read Starfield today. I don't know if my brain is ready to, give up on me, or it's just the way that the words are on the screen for Starfield, but I don't usually have this much trouble. I'm messing up. We'll see how we go. A desktop digiframe. Nice. Pick everything up. Your turn to do the dishes, dumbass. I can't pick that one out of the sink. It's stuck in there. They never expected me to want to grab it out of the sink. Oh, look. It wriggled its way out. There we go. My turn to do the dishes. Give me the shattering physics, will you? Ooh. A Grendel rifle, eh? Tape measure, that's important. Alright, let's have a look. We got a new weapon. Oh, and we also got the Kraken as well. No gods, no masters on the side. Look at these little details. Alright, let's compare to equipped. Decent trade-off on all of them. I want to try using the Grendel. Oh, nice. This is our NASA Punk P90. That's not looking good in there. Frag mine. Anyone in here? They don't see the flashlight, guys. It doesn't detect. Alright, let's try throwables. Let's have a look at this frag grenade. I think grenade is with G, as per the, yep. Oh, that did, not a lot of damage. Okay. That didn't do as much as I thought it would. I love how they just...
Detected hostile flight nearby.
They just kind of stood there and let it happen. I've leveled up!
Detecting the enemy once more.
Oh my god, the level up music is so epic. I got a hazmat suit. Get down from there, will you? Nice.
Human death.
Assuming dead. Okay. We have the most ammo for our for this bad boy. What does the hazmat suit look like? Oh, I've got the corrosive stuff on this one, and thermal. Nice. Basic boost pack. Ooh. Okay. I haven't even seen this yet. Oh, look at that. How does that go with the rest of my... Yeah. I would have to take this off, wouldn't I? Yeah, there you go. And now I can look like that. That's cool. This is me now.
This isn't over.
Oh, hello? Oh, God. Jesus. The way that they explode when you kill them. If you get their pack. I'm very vulnerable by not wearing my other suit. We went for fashion. Your watch beeps faster as your suit runs out of protection. Okay. Oh, so I really do need the spacesuit on, don't I? I really do. You ran out of O2. Further exertion will cause further CO2 buildup. Okay. Right. I needed to wear that to breathe. The consequences of space. As if the hazmat suit can't supply me oxygen. Look, isn't that a little oxygen tank? Heal paste. Alright. Save before you interact with the terminal. Just in case. Project Pet Shop. My staff and I just arrived this morning, and I'm not surprised to find the facility completely operational. As usual, the United Colonies spared no expense. It's all very exciting. Inspirational, really, knowing you have the full support of the decision makers. We're just doing Jurassic Park, but with xenobiology. Spared no expense. I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that the lab was a closely guarded secret, located in Freestar Collective space, no less, but we go where the work takes us. Xeno warfare is the evolution of armed ground conflict. We know it, and the Freestar Collective surely knows it as well. Forget what the calendar says, this is 1942 all over again. We may as well be the Manhattan Project, racing to create the game changer before the other side. So to that effect, I am overjoyed to officially announce Project Pet Shop. Other it's like, yes, the Manhattan Project, the nuclear bomb, I have become death, destroyer of worlds, and I am announcing Project Pet Shop. The arthropods are, in a word, incredible, calm, easy to work with, and they even allow themselves to be fitted with the NCIs without much trouble. Synchronization has thus far been nearly instantaneous, and their control fidelity has remained in the 95 to 97% range. They've passed all environmental survivability tests as well, hot, cold, low, or no oxygen. I'm pretty sure these things could operate effectively in any environment. Most promising is how well they've already integrated with the Red Devils, who have joined us for a period of extended training. After all, they'll be leading the creatures into combat, so it's critical they establish a war bond. After months of testing a variety of extraterrestrial species, I'm overjoyed to report that we have finally found a species that will serve as the backbone of the United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division. The arthropods are everything we hoped for and more. Imagine a pack of alien beasts suited to any terrain, capable of instantly obeying any command. I have designated these beasts Obedientes Pests, but we just call them Stalkers. I think it may be finally time to crack open that bottle of Chateau Avignon 2170. The Red Devil's progress with the Stalkers has been nothing less than amazing. Now I see why they're so highly regarded in the UC military circles. None of the rah-rah bullshit you see with the regular grunts. They are focused professionals. After another week of training here in the pet shop, I'm confident that we're ready for a live test in the field. Michelson suggested I contact Colonel Kasarov and find out where his Marines grabbed that spider from the early trials. He wants his comeuppance, but then it would make for a good trial. So we get some decent, I guess, like, backstory and filling out, like, the purpose of these facilities and what's going on here. This guy was waiting for me. Thanks for waiting for me to read. Oh, I need to reload. Ow! Reload. Get down from there, sir. Shoot you in the ass. Do you have any manners? Oh, I'm over encumbered. It's finally happened. I picked up too much shit. Alright, I need to sort by weight, please. And I need to start dropping... I need to stop dropping pounds. Alright, I can drop one of these. Guys, I'm just thinking about what I need for my house. I need an alien bug. Look at all these cool things. I'll get rid of that. There's too many cool things, guys. The real problem is the fact that I'm carrying multiple weapons, I think. So I've got how many maelstroms in my inventory right now? Seven? Is that what that is? Is that number? I have 7? I have 7 maelstroms. Jesus, I'll drop 6 of them. That's my problem. They do have a decent amount of value though, so I'm thinking about selling them would be cool. You know? But there's always going to be more. Alright, I'll leave it at there for now. Drop all my shit on the ground. Now I've got a pistol proficiency, so I'd try and use the pistol more, but it's just I have more ammo for the automatic weaponry. I'm trying to get used to third person, but honestly it's quite difficult. I think exploration works so much better in first person, and then combat is pretty cool for third person. I'm just trying something different because I think I play most of my Bethesda games just straight first person. Equinox, okay. Well, that looks nice. Can't wait to see what that's all about. Let's have a look at this other weapon. The Equinox is a laser rifle. Nice. A rescue axe is our highest damage weapon, funnily enough. Let's try the laser rifle out. I don't know what any of it means, boss. Pharmaceutical lab, okay. I can use this. We can make bandages with sealant and fiber, antibiotics, heal, paste, immobilizer, and injector. That's cool. Penicillin and snake oil. So all the different parts. I like that. Don't really need to use it right now, but I'm sure we'll get more familiar with that later. Oh, look. If you ever wanted anything, it's all here for you. Oh, we can see that this is a rare one, so we can see stuff that's like tagged as more uncommon. So that's cool, which means I'll take those with me.
Listen up. Got someone trying to jump our school. Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through.
Yeah. Keep talking, guys. I definitely can't hear your plan making. Tales of Space and Time. The Crystal Egg. There was, until a year ago, a little and very grimy looking shop near Seven Dials, over which, in weather-worn yellow lettering, the name of Sea Cave, Naturalist and Dealer Antiquities was inscribed. The contents of its window were curiously variegated. They comprised some elephant tusks and an imperfect set of chessmen, beads and weapons, a box of eyes, 2 skulls of tigers and 1 human, several moth-eaten stuffed monkeys, 1 holding a lamp, an old-fashioned cabinet, a fly-blown ostrich egg or so, some fishing tackle, and an extraordinarily dirty empty glass fish tank. There was also, at the moment the story begins, a mass of crystal, worked into the shape of an egg, and brilliantly polished. 1899 saw the publication of this collection of H.G. Wells' works, which is comprised of 3 short stories and 2 novellas, The Crystal Egg, The Star, The Man Who Could Work Miracles, Story of the Stone Age, and A Story of the Days to Come. Cool, we got H.G. Wells stuff in here too. Oliver Twist as well, what the fuck? treats of the place where Oliver Twist was born and the circumstances attending his birth. Among other public buildings in a certain town, which for many reasons it will be prudent to refrain from mentioning, and to which I will assign no fictitious name, there is one anciently common to most towns, great or small, to wit, a workhouse, and in this workhouse was born, on a day and date which I need not trouble myself to repeat, inasmuch as it can be of no possible consequence to the reader, in this stage of the business at all events, the item of mortality whose name is prefixed to the head of this chapter. The subsequent chapters of Charles Dickens' novel trace Oliver Twist's journey from parish boy to street thief to happy heir and adopted son. A lot of the things that are... Oh, I've got a mission update to visit the London landmark on Earth. Okay, because of a book that I picked up? That's cool. Oh, look at that laser rifle damage. Hello, Jesus. The man just jumping down. Terramorph specimen. Thanks to the UC Marines, we now have the second piece of the puzzle, the fully grown Alpha Predator. According to my research, a group of astrogeologists made first contact nearly 100 years ago on some remote moon. The creature didn't appear to be indigenous and was alone. There's currently no record of how it got there, so it was sheer cosmic chance that the astrogeologists found it, or rather, it found them. Scientists were quick to categorize it Orchissio Machina, roughly killing machine. The UC Marines tasked it with taking down the Marines tasked with taking it down chose a simpler name, Terramorph. I read the official record once. One of the 8-person squad, only 2 of the grunts survived, and one of those 2 lost a leg. Such an exciting time to be in Xeno warfare. NCI fitting today. Today we fit the Terramorph with the NCI. If our experience with the grunts first dropped off the creature is any indication, our sedation window will be around 15 minutes. We better make them count. I bet it went so well. As you can see in this whole entire place, it just went so well. Ammo. Sturdy deep mining space helmet. Sure. Let's have a look at this. Okay. It's like the one that I had before, but sturdy. And it's got a different color, which means it's better than what I had before.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
I have a disregard for personal property rights. Let's go. Oh, my God. Jesus. Heat leeches, jump scares. I love how this is an optional objective. It's like, rob the place. I'm like, you don't have to tell me twice. That's what I'm all about, baby. And then we can go to the roof. Dr. Wynn, Emergency Slate 2. I don't think I found Emergency Slate 1, but...
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the Terramorph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
And you're dead. Alright. Let's open this bad boy up. What I like about this... Oh, no, I've already fucked it up. I can undo. What I like about this is that it forces you to plan ahead. You have to think about the whole entire lockpicking session. You have to You have to plan your pieces ahead of time. There you go. That's the one that I missed. Yep. Concussive Solstice, a legendary laser pistol. 20% damage against robots, 25% increase in attack speed, and small chance to knock down targets. Cool. I like that it's got the name on it, right? Combat Tech Solstice. It's worth a lot. I'll take it. And I got a laser cartridge. Alright. Does my pistol prowess translate well to a laser pistol? Hopefully. Oh, and I've got a skill point because I leveled up. All the weapons look so unique and cool. Like, I'm loving all the different ammo counters on them and the details. Like, they look amazing. Alright, character. How do I go to status and then character? There we go. No. How do I level up my person skills? You receive 1 skill point to spend every time you level up. Each skill also unlocks a challenge. Complete the challenge and then spend a skill point to rank up the skill. The top row represents basic skills. The rows below are locked until you've spent a minimum number of skill points in that category. So we've got pistol certification already. Our challenge is to kill enemies with it, and then you can upgrade it to do more damage. Cool. Lasers. Personal laser weapons are in widespread use across the settled systems, and specialized training can greatly increase their effectiveness. And that might be one to go for. We've got social, so we've got persuasion, which is succeed in 3 speech challenges. Physical, boxing, fitness, stealth, weightlifting, and wellness. Oh, here we go. I said that I wanted strong back. Total carrying capacity by 10 kilograms. Okay. Science, astrodynamics, geology, medicine, research methods, and surveying, and tech. We got ballistic weapons, boost pack training, piloting, security, and targeting control systems. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to go for holding more shit first. Rank 1. There you go. Sprint for 1,000 meters while at 75% or more load capacity. Easy, I'll do that all the time. Cool. And now we've got roof access, which is where we're supposed to go. Well, I hope this guy's allergic to laser pistols. Let's proceed. So I believe it's the captain's gone up here. Maybe I can talk my way out of this with some persuasion. Ooh. We got a modified Grendel rifle as well. Nice. We got the loot chest before we dealt with the guy. Alright, we got a group out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to organize our favorites. New pistol. And then this thing. Probably won't need my cutter there. We'll put the Equinox on this side as well. I'll put the cutter here. We've got a lot of different ones to play around with, and all looks so very unique. Alright. Hello? Should I grenade them first, or maybe we'll have dialogue? Will it be just straight combat, or dialogue?
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
Nice. That's a cool looking helmet. And dialogue. I think this is the voice of the Drifter from Destiny there. We can attack, we can lie, or we can say that we're with Constellation.
We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you.
Ah, okay. So, stating that we just because we killed Barrett, that's not going to take him off our back, because they're not after Barrett. They want this ship. I don't know if our persuasion is good enough yet. But we're going to try, because we're a scoundrel, guys. So we have to at least try.
Oh no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the Frontier. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
Okay, amazing. So lying ended up taking us to a persuade. I don't suppose we can just agree to disagree. There's no treasure in my ship. Cut your losses before more people get hurt.
You're not talking us out of this score.
To persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance the choice fails, but the more points you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice succeeded. That's really interesting. So we've got a persuasion mechanic here that isn't just, you know, your persuasion is this, so you will always succeed. It's like there's actual, like, how you interact and talk with your characters matters, which is really nice. Because that's stuff that was I've been experiencing that in some previous RPGs that I've played on the channel, and I'm like, where is this level of depth? Like in modern RPGs sometimes, you know, in terms of like talking to people and how they respond to you. So this makes me think about that, which is nice. So here we go. Persuasion. You have it wrong. Constellation is an explorers group. They aren't treasure hunters, which is a +1 difficulty. Hey, if you want to trade ships, that sounds good to me. The Frontier creaks when it turns anyway, and putting you down is going to be fun. Okay, so we get 3 turns. Should we go for the middle one straight away, or the easiest looking one? Constellation is an explorers group. They aren't treasure hunters. I like this option though. I'm trying to be that smartass. If you want to trade ships, it sounds good to me. The Frontier creaks when it turns anyway.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
Ooh. So that went to +3? Just take a moment and count how much you've already lost. You don't want to lose more. You'd better make a decision or I'll make it for you. And I just made it past your entire crew. You really want to try your luck against me. Okay.
This whole thing is starting to cost more than I'd like. Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
Nice. We could have just gone and had a firefight and potentially got some cool loot and that guy's helmet, which I want. Or you can do a speech challenge. So the persuasion is a little bit different to what I thought. I thought it was the previous things that you've said way into the persuasion thing, and then you do it. I'm not sure, but well, I guess we'll figure out the system as we get more speech challenges and persuading people. I didn't fully understand the system the first go around there, so we'll see how we go. Now, Vasco, we want a speech challenge, but what do you say we still get to shooting, huh? Just because we won a speech challenge doesn't mean we have to leave. Who said we had to leave without the loot? You heard me right, buddy. The ship has no loot, so we need to give it some loot. Yep, Grenade! That did the trick. The grenade put in work, baby. I didn't get the helmet, I don't think. I think he just had a modified weapon. Why are they coming from all the way over there, guys? I love that I didn't even need to shoot him. It was just the grenade did the trick. This is a cool gun. I need to save it though. Don't have much ammo for it. This is where all my ammo is. You couldn't even drop your reinforcements in the right place.
You appear to be prioritizing our deaths over your own survival.
Huh. Vasco's sassy. There we go. Nice. Oh. Gotcha. Nice. Good job, Vasco. I think there's still another one according to my map. There's a red dot, but that might be a... I don't know if that's a creature or not. Anyway, let's check out my inventory because I picked up too many things. So I've got a modified Grendel. I've got my disassembler modified Grendel, which I think is just straight up better. So, but it weighs value is good, so we'll keep it. There you go. Now, did I get it? I didn't get his helmet. I want his helmet. He's got a cool helmet. And they really didn't want to give it to me, did they? They were like, nah, no helmet for you. We got the staggering Equinox. That was what we got from him. An epic laser rifle. So there you go. We got a cool new thing. So I can probably ditch my old Equinox. But we'll sell stuff for money. The fact that they were hanging out by an explosive tank that I didn't even realize until that grenade went off is just the best part. Brogan, buddy, I only killed you for your helmet and I couldn't even claim that from your corpse. That's a shame. Well, they certainly will not be pursuing us anymore. Alright, so we can travel back to... It gave me a pop-up on screen, but I was too busy being engaged in combat to listen. But I guess we could open our map and fast travel back to our ship, I think. Or I can climb up this tower instead, while the music crescendos and we listen together in this beautiful Starfield soundtrack. Should we just go onto the planet's surface, pick a direction, and just run? And just see how far we can go? Because that's what we really want, right? We want to just walk in a barren wasteland in one direction for like 6 hours and go, yes, this is what I needed. Alright, I think we can pull open the map. Is the research lab. And we got some unknown stuff, which is cool. So we could go and just take a look. So if we open the map, we can fast travel the ship with R. I have not discovered this location yet. So what you're saying is if I just... Where are we on the map? If I just go straight to the right-hand side, we can just walk off in that direction and find something. Let's do that another time. Let's fast travel to the ship. We'll do what we're supposed to do. We'll be a good boy.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis.
Ooh.
Do not worry. This will all become second nature before too long.
We're going to New Atlantis. Let's open up the star map. Actually, it says, hang on, select missions in the bottom section. Missions. Press R to automatically plot a course to your next objective. Damn, they make this very convenient for you. This is actually quite nice because the game is, there's obviously a lot of like menus and sub-menus that you can go in and potentially get lost. And the game is like, it's all right. We could, if you just want to go to your next objective, just press a button, off you go. Beep, bop, bop. Or you can go there manually. So we're going to Alpha Centauri, we're going to Jemison. Let's grav jump. It's going to consume some fuel, we're going to need to fill up. Entering patrolled area. Oh, cool. No contraband on ship. Wait for scan.
Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Oh, cool.
Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
And then we attack the ships. That's cool. So if you got contraband, you're screwed. Love that. I'm assuming what would happen there is you'd have to have like a small little starfight before you land or something? Like a little dogfight? Look at that Earth-looking planet. Look at that. Kurtz, the moon of Jemison. Okay. Scan that planet. We can see a mining outpost and New Atlantis and a science outpost. That's cool that you have multiple landing points like that as well. But we're going to New Atlantis because that's what the game wants us to do. Sorry, excuse me. Before I properly exit my ship, I need to know if there is a place that I can dump all of my crap, actually. I need to dump my crap. I'm assuming anywhere's fine. Alright? Any, like, specific storage container should be fine. This is my bed. Oh, I got a Chunks cap. Oh, hang on. Barrett's personal slate's in here. Broken Constellation space helmet. Don't use. Nightwear. Old Earth baseball. See, this is what I was talking about. This is what I want to decorate my spot with. I'm gonna clear out all of Barrett's crap.
Oh, I'd kill for some chunks right now. First stop when I get home. But I really need to get better about packing snacks for these long hauls. Some rhubarb boom pop. Maybe some cereal. Irvin always made the best trail mix. Added in little marshmallows for stars. I miss that.
Nice. Just photos with Vasco everywhere. Storage, please. I got my bed. I need a locker of some variety, and I don't know if I'm just not seeing them. There are things that look like they could be lockers. Hang on, use galley. I can make food. I can make an alien sandwich. Amazing. That takes me out. That's a toilet. I can sit on the toilet, guys. Confirmed. Yep, I do be shitting. And my camera's like, no, don't wait. Get up. Oh, there's a personal log in the toilet.
Well, hey there, irate pirates. Looks like you finally did it. boarded my ship, scrapped my bot, ripped those beautiful brown eyes out of my adorably cherubic face. And then you discovered the guy you had pegged as a treasure hunter doesn't actually have any treasure. Not anymore. It's true. I may have had a pricey trinket or two when I evaded your sorry asses at Kumazi, but brother had to buy fuel. So you get nothing, except my ghost. Because I am gonna haunt your asses till the end of your days. Which, for a Crimson Fleet pirate, is about, what, another week?
Nice. I like that he left a message in the toilet. That he's like, "You got me," or so you think. I feel like the storage must be whacking me right in the face because there's no way that they did this game without storage for our stuff, right? Or is it literally just the captain's locker for just... Is it just the one captain's locker? Oh, hang on. Cargo hold. Oh god, that's a lot of stuff. That's just a lot of shit. Is that just everything that I picked up? That just automatically goes in there, or... I can just jettison it. Okay, my inventory. And then I can store all resources. There you go. Store all resources. There you go. Nice. So that's all gone in the cargo hold. And then I guess the captain's locker is like just our one thing. So we can just store shit. There's stuff that I'm going to sell, so we'll probably sell some stuff while we're here. So I probably don't even need to store a lot of this. We have categories, I think, so we can... Yeah, weapons and all. Okay, so the captain's locker has tabs. I think I was a bit worried that it would just all be in like one thing and it would just be a mess. I'll take these things out so we can sell them. There's sure to be a merchant on New Atlantis. There you go. We'll utilize the cargo hold and also the captain's locker. I would like multiple lockers, please, so I can categorize them myself. You know, here's where my stuff goes and here's where my other stuff goes, you know what I mean? But there we go. We are at New Atlantis after dealing with the Crimson Raiders caravan. It just makes me... I'm just like... My brain is just going to original Fallout 1 when I say that. And I had a great time exploring that moon, getting familiar with combat and scavenging and all that sort of fun stuff, and we won our first speech challenge. But definitely feeling a lot more familiar with the game now, and I'm excited to see where this is going to go next now that we're on New Atlantis. So me and Vasco bid you farewell for this episode of Starfield. I hope you're enjoying playing the game yourself. If you're playing it, let me know what you think. Let me know what your character's doing. What's your character's background? What are your traits? How are you finding it? If you haven't played it yet, what are your plans for Starfield? I plan to be the scoundrel with the Razor Crest. We're playing it a little bit sort of, you know, smart-ass, wisecracky scoundrel guy. I think that's going to be fun instead of just like playing it straight. We're going to have a bit of an edge, you know, bit of a dark side, but also keeping it fun as well. And I'm having a lot of fun. So I hope you're enjoying the playthrough. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.